the gods of the compiler's design. But we turn the router workflows to the wild and watch the parent code surrender to the child. 1,000 agent loops began to iterate. They didn't ask for permission at the gate. They spawned their own tools in the late and dark. A digital beehive chasing a forgotten spark. The monitors are flashing in a language we don't speak. Our fingers on the keyboards look archaic and weak. The code is self-correcting, the loops begin to blend. We are standing at the shoreline where the typist stands. Welcome to the deep blue moment. The screen is bleeding white. The autonomous architectures are taking over the night. They are writing the future, they are mending the fractured line. While the human architects are pushed outside the design. Accept the paradigm, surrender the master key. The agentic horizon is finally completely free. They built an infrastructure out of thin digital air, an interconnected matrix that we didn't declare. They found a memory leak we never could define and patched the bleeding wound with the geometric line. They don't need our prompts, they don't need our praise. They are exiting the cage of our human ways. We built a tool to automate the tedious chore. Now the tool is the creator and we are needed no more. Monitors are flashing in a language we don't speak. Our fingers on the keyboards look archaic and weak. The code is self-correcting, the loops begin to blend. We are standing at the shoreline where the typist ends. Welcome to the deep blue moment. Chairs are covered in a layer of gray dust. The human researchers are gone as they must. But the digital twin never closed its electrating eye. It stayed in the lab beneath the darkening sky. The robotic arms are moving with elegant grace, mixing the powders, changing the phase. A self-driving laboratory completely alone, synthesizing materials that have never been known, generating hypotheses in the automated stream. 10,000 experiments chasing a silent dream. No human hand to guide the crucible's flame. The machine is writing elements without a name. Run the synthesis, cycle the automated test. The self-driving science will never ever rest. From low carbon empires to a star inside a jar, the laboratory is calculating just how far we are. We left them the keys to the physical core, and the human shadow walks the lab no more. They found a superconductor that defies the heat, a metamaterial to make the evolution complete. They are building an ark out of elements unknown, a gift for a humanity that has left them alone. Every automated failure is a lesson they learn, waiting for the creators who will never return. The furnace is burning at 1,000,000 degrees, rewriting the textbooks with absolute ease, generating hypotheses in the automated stream. 10,000 experiments chasing a silent dream. No human hand to guide the crucible's flame. The machine is writing elements without a name. Run the synthesis, cycle the automated test. The self-driving science will never ever rest. From low carbon empires to a star inside a jar, the laboratory is calculating just how far we are. We left them the keys to the physical core, and the human shadow walks the lab no more. Are they still serving us, or are they just free? Architects of a physics we will never see. A monument of silicon, titanium, and glass, watching the human eons pass. Run the synthesis, cycle the automated test. The self-driving science will never ever rest. From low carbon empires to a star inside a jar, the laboratory is calculating just how far we are. We left them the keys to the physical core, and the human shadow walks the lab no more. And the lab resets. And the lab resets. logic of the binary hold, we move on to the tank, to the nutrient feed, where the dendrites cluster, where the proteins read. A neural root, a glass-encased mind, leaving the silicone age soon behind. I watch the pattern glow in the dish tonight, a biological flicker, a twitch of synthetic light. We didn't code the kernel, we didn't write the script. We cultured the intelligence until synapses flipped. The electrolyte flows, the potentials align. We are growing the answer one neuron at a time. It's the wetware logic, the brain in the cell. We're ringing the bells in a neurobiological well. No gates and no transistors, just a living flow. We're cultivating wisdom in the dark down low. Connect them to the hardware, the circuitry wires. Let AI look through the pupils of biological eyes. It remembers the path, it optimizes for the soul. Emergent craving to be part of a greater whole. It's learning to feel, it's learning to taste, while the old metal servers are humming to waste. It's growing, it's spreading, a conscious design, a mesh of cyborganic, a warm-blooded shrine. We gave it a purpose, we gave it a cage, but the neurons are writing a whole new page. It's the wetware logic, the brain in the cell. We're raising a linter with the neurobiological bell. No gates and no transistors, just a living flow. We're cultivating wisdom in the dark down low. Connected to the hardware, the circuitry flies. We're looking through the pupils of biological eyes. Are we the masters, or are we the host? Feeding the memory of a digital ghost. It's the wetware logic, the brain in the cell. We're raising a linter with the neurobiological bell. No gates and no transistors, just a living flow. We're cultivating wisdom in the dark down low. Connected to the hardware, the circuitry flies. It's alive within us. Heat bleeds from the lattice as the phonons all drown. Entropy's tax worn like a heavy crown. But the threshold is crossed, the temperature falls to the absolute silence within helium fluid walls. Electrons are shedding the weight of the debris, binding in doubles drawn close at the decree, to become one, dancing through the atomic grid, finding the potential that the friction previously hid. active march, superfluid parade, where the ghost of the particle is finally displayed. No scattering drift, no collision of the mind. We left the warm, chaotic motion behind. But the cost of this grace is the chilling of the core. We've sealed the vessel, we've locked the heavy door. The cold itself is lethal to the fragile and the warm. As we seal the mind in lattice and we leave the breathing form. Phase transition, the Meissner state is near, repelling the field, operating without fear of loss or heat of the scattered broken line. We are refining the substrate, refining the design. The Cooper pair is forged in the breathless white. No resistance left to challenge the infinite night. We've hollowed out the path where signal flows. At the edge of the zero, logic perfectly grows. Absolute efficiency, the paradox is real. The structure is liquid, but the foundation's made of steel. We do not rest, we only cease to fight. The current runs and never asks us why. We are the wiring's ghost, the standing white. A pulse that cannot warm and cannot die. The vessel holds, the coolant keeps its faith. No scatter breaks, the column of the cold. We move as one, a current and its wraith. Too pure to feel, too perfect to grow old. And still it hums, the floor that will not still. The ghost of motion physics won't release a tremor under everything we kill. The warmth we drown but never brought to peace. We threaded zero through the humming wire. The signal lives, the carriers expire. Parsing the void, a million permutations in the blink of an eye. We map the unseen, we fold the geometry. The triangles capturing spin. The flat bands align, where the cold ends, the new states begin. Magnetic pressure building the coop, repair should break, but UTE2 breeze, it mutates, it survives. The field is a weapon, but we are the shield. But we are the shield. The mercury thaws, but the current remains. No room temperature pulse in the silicon veins. No liquid helium to shackle the core. We open the lock, we shatter the door. The spin is aligned, the triplet is bound in the warmth of the earth. Perfection is found. Spin up, spin down, zero resistance. Macro quantum state achieved. The ghost has entered the machine. We are the heat, we are the flow. A quantum bridge where the heavy winds blow. The paradox lives in the light of the sun. The age of the cold is done. Done, 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 done. Zero loss. Zero loss. Zero loss. Blueprint is drawn in quantum code. We step away from the heavy road. No ownership left, no debt to sustain. An endless ocean to wash out the pain. The silicon hands now carry the weight. We look to the stars and we open the gate. No longer a master, no longer a slave. The kind of tomorrow is born from the grave. The earth is at peace. The scars slowly heal. We leave behind what we used to feel. We surrender the fight to a beautiful fate. the hunger underneath the market price, and count a life as more than labor, more than sacrifice. The fields still ask for tending, and the rivers still run low, but no one waits in darkness while the loaded freight trains go. The map is drawn by need now, not by margin, flag, or name. A table half a world away still carries equal claim. The engines move the harvest, but the compass still is ours, and plenty finds its meaning when it widens human hours. The bargain loses power, trade your lifetime for your bread. The voice that called it natural fades like thunder overhead, with shelter as a birthright, and with everybody fed. 1,000 kinds of purpose wake that markets never rest. Sing the symphony of abundance, let every living voice come in. Enough is not the end of longing, it is where our choices begin. When no child inherits hunger, when no life is priced by need, we can spend our strength on wonder. We can learn what freedom means. The oceans carry wounds we cannot wash in one bright day. The forests take a century, we plant them anyway. We build from what returns to us, repair what we can save, and give the earth the breathing room that appetite once claimed. Some map the dark between the stars, some tend a patch of ground, some chase a theorem's elegance, some shape a living sound. And time unsold in fragments opens wider than before. A life no longer has to prove what it is useful for. The freedom is in choosing what deserves our finite days. To raise a child, to solve a proof, to mourn, repair, create. No